What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Quick Response Fishing. I'm Patrick Quick. Today I'm at Pike Lake. It's overcast, it's a little bit chilly, it's windy, and I'm out here going to be testing out a specific bait that's tied onto the rod. But right now I'm going to be taking a look at some other stuff I might be throwing later today, which comes from 6th Sense Fishing. This bag contains things that I picked up for myself. This bag is this month's Super 6 sack. So let's go ahead and start off with the one that I picked up. And in here, we have the new Sweep. This is a 6-inch swim bait in Shadburst color. That's the one I picked out here, is Shadburst. Really lifelike. I can't wait to get this in there, test it out. It's not just for Pike Lake, but I know that, you know, it's a bigger swim bait, and there's bigger bass here, and there's also large pike. So it's probably the best area for me to first try this out. I apologize if the wind is hitting the camera and messing up the audio a little bit. I'm hoping that my body's somewhat blocking it. But with those Sweep, you know I have to hook myself up with the right terminal tackle. So I got myself some of the 3/8 7/0 keel weighted hooks. These are going to pair up nicely with those and some other big baits that I have that I was trying to 5-aught on, and it just didn't work very well. So having the 7s are a need, must have for these larger swim baits, and I'm really happy that they had these back in stock for me to pick some up. The last thing in the little box or bag is the Swank 66. This is the smaller profile from the Swank 77. Dives 2 to 5 feet, and this is in the Blue Gila. It's just a smaller profile. I've mentioned it on my channel before, small profiles work really well for me when there's a lot of pressure at some of these lakes and downsizing, and this is going to be a killer bait that I'm going to be having tied on when the spring bite actually comes. Because right now we're pre-spawn, it's still very cold, the fish are deep, you got to draw them out. Sometimes you can see them, but the water, so the rod that I have with me is a 7'6". I tried to put that in the water and touch the rocks under the bridge at Pike Lake here, and it doesn't touch the rocks. And I obviously didn't want to hit the reel, but it doesn't even seem like, even if I were to put the whole entire thing in there from like the butt end of the pole to there, that it's going to work. So that tells me that it is definitely, in certain areas, it ranges from 6 to 9 feet, because there is the little bit of rocks that I can beat into with the divers that are about 6 feet, and they will beat up against those rocks. But in that farther part, more towards the pylons, that's definitely in the 9-ish range, because the Cloud 9 C6 will hit those rocks. So that's one way I try to test the actual depth without having a depth finder. So I'm really excited to be able to utilize that knowledge for the fishing coming up here. So even though you can see straight down there and you think they're shallow, they're really not shallow. So when that spring bite comes on and that Swank 66 comes out, they'll be coming up and chasing that thing, or they'll be a little bit higher in the water column at that point anyways, and it's just going to be something that's going to help slay. Now let's get into this month's Super 6 sack. As you know, they revamped it. They have exclusives and all that kind of stuff in here, just trying to make it more unique to the people who actually are a subscriber to the Super 6 sack, which I think it's just the 6 sack now. I don't know if they call it the Super 6 sack anymore, but they are specially made for us with unique exclusive items, special paints, one-of-a-kind colors for soft plastics, new products that are coming out that haven't released. Like we got that drop shot bait last sack, and then they just dropped the Crube. If you haven't seen those, it's a mix between a crawfish and a tube, and it's called a Crube 3.0. Go check those out. Those are new on the website. I don't know if we're gonna have one of them in here. That'd be really cool if we did, but because it's already on the website, it makes me feel like there's a possibility that that one's not going to be in the 6 sack as an exclusive, because those drop shot ones I still haven't seen on the actual website. So that's just something I try to keep up on to make sure that I'm with the know of the lures and products coming out, which I also have some other stuff that I just ordered recently for Pike Lake. We have some 300 DD that are going to be from 6 Cents in the Ghost Threadfin Shad color. So really excited to get those two. Those are way deeper diving. They go to 19 feet. We're going to check some stuff out today with a certain lure that I have on now and see where we range at. But let's go ahead and get off into here instead of rambling on about the depths, because I want to know the depths of this bag and how unique this bag is right here. So first thing we have is a Swank 77, and this one is in baby bluegill. So another awesome looking lure. This is the bigger size of that one that I had just shown off in the bluegill eye. This also dives 2 to 5 feet. This is just a bigger profile. Next, ooh, Crush 100X in the mudgill. Look at the colors on that thing. That is beautiful. Really, really, really bright. Next in here we have a 6 Cent Speed Glide in Bluegill Fire, which if anybody has been watching the channel, you know that I love Bluegill Fire. That's the swim jig that I had the Gold Shiner trailer on that I caught my last pike on here at Pike Lake. That bluegill imitation is awesome. This is something that I will also be trying out here as the water starts to warm up. Next we have a Curve 55. This dives 5 to 9 feet, and this one is the boiled crawfish. I love me some curves. When that spring bite comes on and maybe they're gonna hunt more bright colors. I mean, this is a clear-bodied lake. Right now I do better with the natural forage looking stuff, but you never know. They get more aggressive. They might come after those really bright colors out here too. It's something that will be tested out. All right, and then we have Wacky and Stout Wide Gap hooks. So that's awesome, some more terminal tackle. As those are in there, I'm sure there's something else in here that they're gonna pair with. Oh, we have some Gyro premium swivels. Those are really nice. I'll do a video of like how to utilize gyros on different setups in a video this year sometime. Oh, I'm gonna save that one for last. That one's an exclusive. That's really cool. Oh, you know what? I pulled it first, so we're gonna look at it first. This is the FLEXC, so Flush Exclusive is what I'm guessing that stands for. This is a 6-pack, and these look so freaking awesome. Look at that. This guy's a little stuck to himself. There we go. But yeah, there's that flush right there. It's got a nice little, kind of like a pearly jade, like a light jade colored green on the top here, into like a bronzy kind of sand color in the middle there, and then that pearl belly. And this side kind of blends in. Let me see their exclusives. Yeah. There we go. So these two, they had a little bit, these are exclusives, so they did a limited run of them. They have a little bit of a weird elongated spot here, like the plastic didn't go here. But this guy's perfectly fine. This is like a normal flush body. This guy poured all right. And I'm not even mad at it. I'm sure these are gonna work. I'll probably use these as chatterbait trailers anyways. This guy would be a good candidate for using it as just a soft plastic jerkbait. But the color pattern on here is really awesome. I hope to see this more so in the store, because this is definitely a color I would buy more of. And last but not least, let's just check. Yep, that's it. We have Mertholiet. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'll look it up later and figure out if that's the actual pronunciation of it. But we got the Clout 5.4, which that explains the Wacky hooks, that explains the Stout Wide Gap hooks. Those Stout Wide Gap hooks, they are thick. They'll give these a little bit of weight to fish it weedless and skim it over the top. That's probably what I'm going to be doing, trying to get some topwater bites with those flush as well. And these Mertholiets are very, very bright. It's that kind of fluorescent orange, red-orange color. Really, really unique, really stands out. Will probably be really well in stained ponds. So definitely something that I'm going to be utilizing this year as well. Pike Lake for me is mainly the only one that I have that's like clear water. Everything else is pretty much stained. So let me know in the comments what you thought about all this stuff. The new 6-sack that came for this month of April, and the sweep that came out that I'm going to be using here, that bigger swim bait. And remember, if you haven't, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video, and make sure that bell notification is hit so you never miss another video. So, fishing till you flatline, and I'll see you on the next adventure. All right, so I'm back with the Strike King, and this is the 5XD, because I'm trying to hunt those deeper waters and see just how deep this lake actually is. And I'm not touching bottom, so this water's deep. I just hit rocks there. All right. What do we got? Oh, we're on a fish. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. The current made it feel like it was a little bit bigger than it was. Yes. Nice. Hold on, dude. Hold on. Oh, he's feisty. That 5XD pulls one in. Good looking fish here. Look at the mouth on that guy. Sheep. Teeth are super sharp. I'm getting caught up in my words. Good looking fish. Oh, he wants to go back. All right, bud. Thanks for playing. All right, that's one.